From the Detroit Free Press, it's Friday, July 30th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
This is Neeraj Warikoo of the Detroit Free Press with some news about the mayor of a Detroit suburb. In Dearborn, residents are asking questions about the cognitive abilities of their mayor, John O'Reilly, who has led the city since 2007. A deposition that was revealed this month at a city council meeting shows that O'Reilly may have had some problems with remembering basic facts about past events. Over the past year, O'Reilly has been noticeably quiet and doesn't give public remarks at length like he used to. And now some are asking why the city council has not spoken up about his apparent problems and taken action. The controversy comes as Dearborn has had to wrestle with a high rate of COVID and flooding problems that have upset many. At least 40% of homes in Dearborn were damaged in floods last month. Next week, a mayoral primary will be held to determine the city's next mayor, as O'Reilly announced earlier this year that he's stepping down after his term ends. The city says that O'Reilly has some health issues, but did not specify what exactly he has. For more information on this story, visit freep.com.
This is Nishrat Rahman with the Detroit Free Press. A federal moratorium on certain evictions is expected to lift Saturday. That means many Michigan families could face eviction. But what happens if you're already struggling to make ends meet, you lose your home, and you're looking for a new place to live? It's likely you'll have trouble finding affordable housing options. Michigan has a shortage of these units. One expert called it a crisis. There's also a gap between how much renters make and rent prices. A renter making minimum wage would have to work nearly 2 full-time jobs to afford a 2-bedroom apartment in Michigan. That's according to the National Low-Income Housing Coalition. There are millions of dollars available for emergency rent aid, but experts say that's a short-term fix. What communities really need is more affordable housing units. If you need help paying back rent, there's federal aid available. For more information, go to michigan.gov/CERA. That's CERA.
I'm Kyle Davidson with the Detroit Free Press. Bedbugs are bad enough if you discover them crawling around in your bed, but the discovery of an infestation in her car sent a Pontiac woman into a panic attack. While the blood-sucking insects are disgusting, you have to be careful with how you get rid of them. According to the Oakland County Sheriff's Department, the woman accidentally lit herself on fire after pouring rubbing alcohol inside the vehicle and setting it ablaze. She was later taken to the hospital and treated for second-degree burns. In 2015 and 2016, 2 Detroit residents suffered burns after similar attempts to rid their apartment of bedbugs caused destructive blazes within their buildings. For recommendations on how to safely handle a bedbug infestation, visit freep.com.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. After months, weeks, and even days of speculation, the Detroit Pistons have finally made their choice with the number 1 pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. With the first pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons have selected Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State University. Okay, so it doesn't have the same gravitas as Adam Silver doing the honors, but the Pistons did make Cade the first number 1 overall pick in franchise history since Bob Lanier in 1970. There was some additional local flavor to the 2021 NBA Draft. Franz Wagner was selected 8th by the Orlando Magic, making him the lone Michigan product drafted as a lottery pick this year.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.